after supper in Belmont.
Here are the several caskets, noble prince. Now, make your choice.
This first, gold, who this inscription bears. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second, silver, which this promise carries. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. This third, dull lead with warning all as blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right?
The one of them contains my picture, prince. If you choose that, then I am yours withal.
Some god direct my judgment. Let me see. I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give? For what? For lead? Hazard for lead? A golden mine stoops not for shows of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou beest rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. As much as I deserve. Why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, and in qualities of breeding, but more than these, in love I do deserve. What if I strayed no farther, but chose here? Let's see once more this same graved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady! All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal, breathing saint. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. Is it like that lead contains her? 'Twere damnation to think so base a thought. Or shall I think in silver she is immured, being 10 times undervalued to tried gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose and thrive as I may.
There, take it, prince. And if my form lie there, then I am yours.
Oh, hell. What have we here? A carrion death within whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I'll read the writing. All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs, in judgment old, your answer had not been inscrolled. Fare you well. Your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labor lost. Then farewell heat, and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave, thus losers part.
Gentle riddance. Take the caskets, go. Let all of his complexion choose me so.
Madam, the Prince of Aragon is at the gate.
Oh, no. Another comes to test his fate.
Day 2, Venice. Why, man, I saw Bassanio under sail. With him is Gratiano gone along, and in their ship I am sure Lorenzo's not.
The villain Jew with outcries raised the Duke who went with him to search Bassanio's ship.
He came too late. The ship was under sail, but there the Duke was given to understand that seen together in a gondola were Lorenzo and his amorous Jessica. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke they were not with Bassanio in his ship.
I never heard a passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable as the old Jew did utter in the streets. My daughter! Oh, my ducats! Oh, my daughter! Fled with a Christian! Oh, my Christian ducats! Justice! The law! My ducats, my daughter! A sealed bag! 2 sealed bags of ducats, of double ducats, stolen from me by my daughter, and jewels, 2 stones, 2 precious stones, stolen by my daughter. Justice! Find the girl! She hath the stones upon her, and the ducats. Let good Antonio look to keep his day, or he shall pay for this.
Mary, well remembered. I reasoned with a Frenchman yesterday who told me on the narrow seas that part the French and English there miscarried a vessel of our country, richly fraught. I thought upon Antonio when he told me, and wished in silence that it were not his.
You were best to tell Antonio what you hear, yet do not suddenly, for it may grieve him.
A kinder gentleman treads not the earth. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return. He answered, do not so. Slubber not business for my sake, Bassanio, but stay the very riping of the time, and for the Jew's bond which he hath of me, let it not enter in your mind of love. Be merry, and employ your chiefest thoughts to courtship, and such fair ostents of love as shall conveniently become you there. And even there, his eye being big with tears, turning his face, he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand. And so they parted.
I think he only loves the world for him. I pray thee, let us go and find him out, and quicken his embraced heaviness with some delight or other.
Do we so?
Quick, quick, I pray thee, bring the casket in. The Prince of Aragon hath taken his oath and comes to his election presently.
Behold, there stand the caskets, noble prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail, without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately.
I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. First, never to unfold to anyone which casket was I chose. Next, if I do fail the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. And lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone.
To these injunctions everyone doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self.
And so have I addressed me. Fortune now to my heart's hope. Gold, silver, and base lead. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. You shall look fairer ere I give or hazard. What is the golden chest? Let me see. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire, that many may be meant by the fool multitude that choose by show. I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump with common spirits, and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. Why then to thee, thou silver treasure house, tell me once more what title let us bear. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will say it too. Who shall go about to cozen fortune and be honorable without the stamp of merit? Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity, but to my choice. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. Give me a key for this. And instantly unlock my fortunes there.
Too long a pause for that which you find there.
What's here? A portrait of a blinking idiot presenting me a schedule. I will read it. Oh, how much unlike art thou to Portia! How much unlike my hopes and my deservings! Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. Did I deserve no more than a fool's head? Are my deserts no better?
To offend and judge are distinct offices and of opposing natures.
What's here? Some there be that shadows kiss, such are but a shadow's bliss. There be fools alive a wis, silvered o'er, and so was this. Take what wife you will to bed, I will ever be your head. So be gone, you are sped. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one full said I came to woo, but I go away with two.
These deliberate fools! When they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose.
The ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging and wiving go by destiny.
Where is my lady?
Here, what would, my lord?
Madam, there is alighted at your gate a young Venetian, one who comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he bringeth greetings yet anew. To wit, besides commends and courteous breath, gifts of rich value, yet I have not seen so likely an ambassador of love. A day in April never came so sweet to show how costly summer was at hand as this four-spurrer comes before his lord.
No more, I pray thee. I am half afeard thou wilt say anon he is some kin to thee. Thou spendst such high day wit in praising him. Come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid's post that comes so mannerly.
Bassanio, lord love, if thy will it be.
1 month later, Venice. Now, what news on the Rialto?
Why, yet it lives there unchecked, that Antonio hath a ship of rich lading, wracked in the narrow seas, the Goodwins, I think they call the place, a very dangerous, flat, and fatal, where the carcasses of many a tall ship lie buried, as they say, if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word.
I would she were as lying a gossip as one who made her neighbors believe she wept for the death of a third husband. But is it true that the good Antonio, the honest Antonio, that I had a title good enough to keep his name company?
Come the full stop.
What sayest thou?
Why, the end is he hath lost a ship.
I would it might prove the end of his losses.
Let me say amen betimes, lest the devil cross his prayer, my prayer. Oh, for here he comes in the likeness of a Jew. How now, Shylock, what news among the merchants?
You knew. None so well as you of my daughter's flight.
That's certain. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew withal.
She is damned for it.
That's certain, if the devil be her judge.
My own flesh and blood to rebel.
Out upon it, old carrion. Rebels it at these years?
I say my daughter is my flesh and blood.
There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory, more between your bloods than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But tell us, have you heard whether Antonio have any loss at sea or no?
Ah, there I have another bad match. A bankrupt. A prodigal who dare scarce show his head on the Rialto. A beggar that was used to come so smug upon the mart. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond.
Why, I'm sure if he forfeit, thou wilt not take his flesh. What's that good for?
True bait, fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me $500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies, and what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, senses, dimensions, affections, passions, fed with the same food, subject to the same diseases, hurt with the same weapons, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you and the rest, we shall resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example, one revenge! The villainy you teach me, I shall execute, and it will go hard. But I shall better the instruction.
Gentlemen,
Master Antonio is at his house and desires to speak with you both.
We have been up and down to seek him.
Here comes another of the tribe. A third cannot be matched unless the devil himself turn Jew.
Now, Jubal, what news from Genoa? Hast thou found my daughter?
I often came where I did hear of her, but cannot find her.
Oh, why? There. A diamond. God. Cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. The curse never fell on our nation till now. I never felt it till now. 2,000 ducats in that and other precious jewels. Oh, I would my daughter were dead at my foot and the jewels in her ear. Would she were hearse at my foot and the ducats in her coffin. No news of the day. Why, thou loss upon loss. The thief gone with so much spent to find the thief, and no satisfaction, no revenge, nor no ill luck stirring but with lights on my shoulders, no sighs but of my breathing, no tears but of my shedding.
Yes, other men have ill luck too. Antonio, as I heard in Genoa.
What? Ill luck?
Hath an argosy cast away coming from Tripolis.
Oh, I thank God. Is it true?
I spoke with some of the sailors that escaped the wreck.
Oh, I thank thee, good news. Oh, good news. The herd in Genoa.
Your daughter spent in Genoa, as I heard, one night, 80 ducats.
Now sticks the dagger in me, Jubal. I shall never see my gold again. 80 ducats at a sitting? 80 ducats?
There came divers of Antonio's creditors in my company to Venice that swear he cannot choose but break.
Oh, I am very glad of it. I'll